Let me break something down for you. The crypto market is not crashing because we are entering into a bear market. It's crashing because the macro narrative has flipped temporarily and the market is overreacting. We just had US job data come in hotter than expected. Non-farm payroll is up. Job growth is stronger, yet the employment rate rises at the same time. We've got mixed signals, and mixed signal normally causes fear in the market. But why does this matter? Because stronger job growth means fewer rate cuts. Fewer rate cuts mean tighter liquidity, and tighter liquidity hits crypto first. But here's the part nobody is talking about. This is the kind of confusion, which is positive data on one side, fair headlines on the other side, is what fuels liquidity sweeps. It's how big money convinces retail that a bear market is starting right before sending price in the opposite direction. So while everyone is panicking, I'm watching the reversal territory. Now, on the markets, I called these areas. I said to you, BTC is likely going to come within the regions of 85K to 94K. Now, we have room lower, like I said. The downside target, the overall downside target could be 74K. I know that sounds scary, but there is a likelihood that we can reach this. Although I am looking in the regions of 85K first. So your first downside target on BTC is 85K. Now, although I'm mentioning our downside target, we are in reversal territory. Therefore, there is a setup we can take down here, which is a high risk setup. Now, if we take along around 87K, we can have a wider stop loss and put it below the sell side liquidity, so below 74K, or we can put it below this consolidation area around 81K. And if you want to tighten it a bit more, you can go slightly above, slightly below the 78.6 level. Now, again, this is a high risk setup, but it is looking very, very good because we could get the bounce up from here. Now, we are almost towards the end of the week, and normally what happens on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is we normally get the reversal. So 21st, 22nd of November, we could see reversal areas in the crypto market. Now we want to see how price reacts, because if we close above, we could get another sweep to the downside next week and then close above. And then December starts off sweeping the liquidity, and then we'll get the overall move to the upside. So that's how price is looking right now on BTC. The last final thing is we still have this market maker sell model. And when you see on the total market cap chart, we fulfilled some key levels. So the risk is still there to the downside on BTC. Now on the total market cap, what we can see is we have fulfilled this sell side liquidity, and we also have fulfilled this market maker sell model. Price has tapped into key levels down here. We have an order block. So my next target to the downside is 2.9 trillion. And then I want to look between the regions of 2.7 trillion to the downside. Now, we, of course, have more room to go lower to 2.3 trillion. I know that sounds scary, but there is always a possibility. Of course, we don't want to see this happening, but there is always a possibility that price can move to the downside. Price is looking very, very good. We've taken out this sell side liquidity. I've been calling for these levels, and we finally tapped it. Now, let's see how price reacts off these levels down here. Again, it's a not bad area to take your long entries on BTC. Now, last but not least, Ethereum. On the weekly time frame, we still have room to go lower. So we have the 61.8, which we yet haven't tapped into, which is 2.7K. We've got an order block resting down here at 2.5K. And then we have downside target of 2,000. And of course, we have a sell side liquidity at 1.3K. Now, if price does come into that 1.3K, that's likely going to be the move down on BTC hitting 74, 75K, total market cap hitting 2.3 trillion. I can't really see that happening right now. The likelihood is we'll tap into maybe around 2K, and then we'll bounce from there. Now, I called a long position on Ethereum yesterday, and hopefully you guys move your stop loss to break even. Around these areas, I said it's a not bad area to take a long. Now, of course, you must have been running at some good percentage. So I hope you had closed your position or at least moved your stop loss to break even. Otherwise, you would have got stopped out now. Now, of course, I think there is more room to go lower. There is no entry on Ethereum right now, but on BTC, there's definitely an entry. And you want to try to move your stop loss to break even as soon as possible. Now, there's no further updates from me. If there's anything that changes, I'll keep you guys updated and I'll see you in the next video.